As we're heading into this election year, politics is seemingly everywhere. So here it is again. Well, something that I came across was this thing. Um, it's kind of part of that call out culture where this person was citing how people are criticizing one electoral candidate or declared candidate for taking exorbitant amounts of money for speaking engagements and things, and then on the other hand, another candidate who was elected in the past previous electoral cycle, who was a bartender before, and how criticizing both on the basis of income prior to their electoral campaign, with the question, how much is a woman who's changing the world supposed to make? To which, see, the thing about this specific data point, when they're talking about this income, one being a bartender, the other one being a millionaire potentially, or definitely part of what you would consider like the 1% that that makes all this money doing speaking engagements. The question there is that, so they're using a single data point, previous income or source of income, to prove two different points in context. On this side, you have persons making a lot of money doing these speaking engagements, indicates what could likely be considered corruption. They're part of the institutions. They're part of most of what you would consider the problems with Washington, D.C. On the other hand, you have this person who was a bartender, indicating she's inexperienced, potentially unqualified, that she is ignorant of democratic systems. Uh, so on the other hand, you have corruption and you have incompetence. Same data point. So it's not about them changing the world. I mean, Elizabeth Warren's probably not going to be elected. And it's not about the fact that they're women. It's the fact that you have people that clearly are probably not suited for an electoral office. They're probably not an ideal choice. However, it's something that's interesting as we're going into this electoral season. Everyone hates Donald Trump. Everyone hates that they're running specifically on the idea of unseating Donald Trump, which I find to be kind of childish, like a King of the Hill kind of thing. I don't know, but it's ironic because really they should be incredibly grateful to Donald Trump. And the reason why is that his election has made it wide open. Like AOC never gets elected if not for Donald Trump's setting the precedent. Bernie Sanders is not considered a legitimate contender if not for the fact that he was running against Donald Trump. All these people that are in the race now, this basically clown car assembly of people that are running this next election, none of them would be considered candidates if not for the fact that Donald Trump proved that people who aren't electable can be elected. That bartenders, that mayors and city officials and things that otherwise would be considered completely on the fringe, too far out there for them to be considered, they're apparently potential candidates because Donald Trump proved the theory. So you can hate him if you want because of policy, you can hate him if you want because of ideas, but honestly, like, he's in some ways re-democratized the candidate process or the candidate selection process. Made it possible for, as far as we can tell, maybe anybody can be president of the United States again.